short to keep this drive moving. Just feeds the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Stallions line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look, breaks into the air.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominant on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Behind the chains now on second and long. Corners are walked up tight. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
Turning it on!
Crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense gets back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Texas offense. The run to the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They give it to him again. There he goes. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Puts it out of the air. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Stallions will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. One for two on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Stallions are in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense got him at the 27.
Your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Stallions decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Makes the grab. Still running up the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
we're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. He's now up to 83 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Give to the running back. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Big fella moving. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Defense in press coverage. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off play action on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Stallions will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. Fires complete on the crosser. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's at the top. Touchdown, Longhorn. Oh, that will be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. Holds it in on the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Spins away from the defense. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Stallions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Stallions are on the move. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overall stats through 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Grimes. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Brings it in down the left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Using the quick game. Having a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Texas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to throw. It's Grimes. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the Stallions will line up to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got it close down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Boston College is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll try the left side. At the 35, he's open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Stallions just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quick completion on the outright. At the 40, there he goes. All out of space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
The play-action fake. The short hands. It's Temple. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Stallions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kick them in the face.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination, all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams.
Monroe's offense comes onto the field first today. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates, they're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
The Warhawks headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. All right, guys, let's take a minute and talk about the Warhawks. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional. And picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Back to throw, it's Mahoney. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they'll knock him down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field, Texas. When you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a man. It's Mahoney. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Going to the ground. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Got the first down and more. Wide open on the right. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll pass it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Warhawks moving quickly to the line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Back to pass, it's Webster. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in. Down he goes again.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays. Now bringing up a 3rd and long. Pressure on the quarterback is coming.
Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here's the return. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To throw, it's Mahoney. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Right on target this time. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker. The Longhorns want to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Gonna look downfield again. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Mahoney. Going for 6. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Quarterback looks for a little space. Snake gets it done.
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Carter, kind of understanding when my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Boards up and ready to hurt them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another possession in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Got some room, head to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Mahoney. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. From the gun. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
He's piled up 65 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They'll hurry to the line here and try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Webster. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Warhawks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn over. That's a Cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack. get a lost yardage play, I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. There we go. At the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, man. They continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Webster. Rushes on him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Warhawks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mahoney. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Here comes the Texas offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Warhawks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless.
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to him again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Working that left side now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Mahoney. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He stopped him, forced out of bounds, just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Warhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Rides the back on the option to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown, UL Monroe! Made the grab in the end zone. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 17 over Toledo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that. Turning it on! Picks up the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the left side. He breaks a tackle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Just under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. There's still plenty of time, and you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Webster. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games. I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There he goes to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Webster. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Trying to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to get ready to execute the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
He'll sneak it. Sneaks it in.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Got Not enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work.
Okay, ready?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside. So the offense,
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
So now it's 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
To the air. It's Webster. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And the Warhawks send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense.
Ready, set. Hold. Get set. Ready.
To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on this.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, they can be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Hey, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Winston. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the lone running back.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward. And this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting them first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution. You guys are going to have to do a better job individually.